Hey, it's Carrie here at Get Your Vibe Right, and let's talk about relationships. So, I am reading Jay Shetty's book, How to Think Like a Monk, and we've gotten to the chapter on relationships. And one of the very small lines in this chapter that could easily get passed over is trust is central to all relationships. And it might seem pretty obvious that, yes, of course, that is the truth. But when I read that, I thought, oh, if trust is central to all of my relationships, that should be the first question I'm asking myself when evaluating whether or not I'm going to enter into a relationship, a friendship, or a business partnership with someone. Do I trust this person? And what I realized is I was not asking that question first in most of my relationships, especially my romantic relationships. What I was asking was, does he like me? Somehow, does he like me was way more important than, do I trust him? And I'm sure you can already see how those relationships played out. I got myself into situations where I couldn't trust that person. But because I didn't feel worthy of their time and attention and love, all I really cared about was, does this person like me? I was drawing my value and my worth from this potential partner and who I would be and the street cred you could say that I would get by being in a relationship with this person. And I was completely glossing over my own needs. Trust. Huge need in many of our relationships, and not just romantic relationships, but friendships too, and of course business partnerships. We tend to think more about trust when we're going into a business relationship than a romantic relationship, because these issues of unworthiness or these issues of finding validation and affirmation outside of us, those delicious feelings that we get when somebody recognizes us, sees us, pays attention to us, shows us affection, that those somehow surmount the importance of being able to trust that person. So we tend to look at a relationship in, what is this going to give me? And maybe we should look at a relationship in, how is this going to protect me, right? How is this, being in relationship with this person, are they going to protect my heart? Are they going to value my needs? Is this somebody I'm going to be able to trust long-term going forward with my emotions, with my vulnerabilities? So I don't know if you're anything like me, but maybe you can secretly raise your hand and be like, yeah, Carrie, I've been there too. In glossing over this trust factor because I didn't feel worthy, or I was just really more interested in having this person like me than I was interested in building a foundation of trust. So this is your invitation to look around and evaluate your personal relationships and ask yourself, what's my trust factor with this person? How long have I known them? In that time, have they demonstrated that I can trust them? If they've broken my trust, have they repaired it? Have they made it right? Have they healed the hurt that went along with that trust? Or am I still holding myself in a space where I don't trust that person, but I'm keeping them in my life and I'm not demanding the healing and repair that needs to happen so that I can trust them again? So we're all going to trip up sometimes, right? We're all going to make mistakes, and we don't know where everybody's landmines lie in their life. And sometimes we're going to step on them, and we're going to breach trust when we didn't really know that was an issue for them. The thing to do is, once that's told to you, is to recognize it and repair it. And it's also up to you to expect, because you deserve that from other people in your life. And if you are looking at people in your life doing this evaluation and finding that, oh, actually, if I get real, I just don't trust that person. I don't. Maybe it's that you don't trust them with your money, or you don't trust them with, your vulnerability, your secrets. You don't trust them with your heart. There's a lot of different ways that we put trust in people. But if you have a lot of people in your life that you don't trust, it's time to do a little house cleaning, which looks like either graciously and gently removing that person from your life, if that's an appropriate step at this point, or being brave and honoring yourself and your needs and asking, hey, maybe you don't know this, but there was actually this situation and it's made me not really able to trust you anymore in this way. Do you think that that's something that we could work on? Because I really want to trust you. I want to keep you in my life. And in order to keep you in my life, I need to know that you're going to have my back, that I can trust you. So all of that came from one little line, and it really helped me change the way I am going to approach romantic relationships, friendships, and business partnerships from the very outset, is to say, do I trust this person? Regardless of if they like me or not, and how good looking they might be when it comes to romantic relationships, or how cool they might be when it comes to friendships, or what a great prospect they might be in business, do I trust this person? Because if you don't build the relationship foundation on that, it probably doesn't have a lot of longevity. And I want to remind you that you are deserving. You are worthy of that trust. You are worthy of that safe space. And you're worthy of their affection on top of that. You're worthy of their attention and validation and all of those things as well. But don't let trust get lost in the mix.